motorhomediaries.com.
We're in Portland, Oregon, southeast 11th and Clay, and we're at the location of the Free Store. I moved here from North Carolina about 6 months ago, and I actually bought this bus with the intention of living in it. I found out once moving out here, though, that it's illegal to park a vehicle in a public street where you maintain a sleeping space or a kitchen. So I was stuck with a bus at that point because I didn't want to be paying rent. And having to like park it somewhere wherever I was paying to park it would have been rent. So I just turned lemons into lemonade and made it into a business. Portland's pretty known for having free boxes. In North Carolina there was nothing like that. I mean, I've never come out to a place that had so much of what I've been calling free culture. I mean, it's everywhere that you look around here. I had also never been to a place that rains as much as Portland does, which means that like every rainy season that happens, all that free stuff just gets soaked and it just dies out. So one of my main hopes with this is being able to not only store all of the free stuff here so it doesn't get wet, but actually be able to use bike messengers to get it to and from people as well. Within my first week of opening, I had a whole family that came in here talking about how they had been like going around their house and collecting change and just trying to find enough that they could afford the gas money to come out here. And when they did, I mean, they took away a whole bunch of stuff. They had all kinds of like children's clothes in their hands, and the mother and father got a bunch of clothes too. The next one was, there was this lady named Shell who was homeless for about 2 or 3 years, and just recently got a place of her own, and was sleeping on the hardwood floors and requested for us to deliver a air mattress to her. So I found it within like a couple of days and delivered it to her, and she was just like floored. I mean, it was an amazing story. What we're working on now is there's this 12-year-old boy, his birthday is on October the 27th. And they just can't afford to get him anything. So far we've gotten him a Mongoose bike, and we're working on getting them some other stuff to make his birthday something special. You know, the Free Store is a concept that's been around for a long time. I mean, the Diggers in the 1960s were doing that in San Francisco. And then it's got kind of like a revival lately with movements like the Really Free Market, who are a not-for-profit movement, which is basically like a no-cost flea market. And that happens internationally, but I know it happens a lot here in the United States. And then even beyond that, I guess we're moving to a place now, we're living in such a digital world where so much is moving and gravitating towards free anyway. So it was just the next logical step for me to figure out a way to make a profit off of something that's abundant, instead of continuing to try and make a profit off of something which is scarce. I write a lot of essays on sort of a review of anarchism from the outside. There's a lot of anarchist ideas which I don't completely agree with. I agree with a lot of the approaches, I agree with a lot of the energy and the personal transformation side of everything. What I've often had difficulty with is the idea of the socialism aspect of it, because I believe that in some circumstances, when everyone works collectively, they can do amazing things. But that doesn't discount the fact that one person by themselves can also do amazing things and might be limited by working collectively. So a lot of it is I guess what you would call post-left, I think is what they're actually calling it.